Hello, I'm Dr. Maury Markman from City of Hope. And in my last series of commentaries, I noted the profound words of Dr. Lewis Thomas, written more than 50 years ago, to highlight the nature of a large majority of today's therapeutic cancer research, which focuses on the management of cancer after it develops, which Dr. Thomas labeled very expensive halfway technology. This was in contrast to the much less costly, real high technology of medicine that he described, which in the case of oncology are strategies actually designed to prevent the development of malignant disease. In the next several minutes with Markman, I all too briefly will try to tackle an even more complex topic, the absolute, as I call it, unreality of cancer care finances in the United States. And I could not think of a better introduction into this unreality than to quote the absurdity identified in the well-known Hans Christian Andersen's childhood fable, The Emperor's New Clothes. So it goes. Oh, how beautiful are our emperor's new clothes. In fact, no one would admit that he could not see these clothes, which everyone seemed to think were so beautiful, for fear he would be called a simpleton or unfit for his office. But the emperor has nothing on at all, said a little child. The child tells the truth, said the father. And so it was that what the child said was whispered from one to another until all knew, and they cried out all together, but he has nothing on at all. The emperor felt very silly, for he knew that the people were right. But he thought, the procession has started, and it must go on now. So the lords of the bedchamber held their heads higher than ever and took greater trouble to pretend to hold up the train, which wasn't there at all. The end. So here we are in 2025. Exciting, new, novel, active anti-neoplastic drugs. And impressive, truly impressive, even revolutionary diagnostic strategies. But it's simply staggering and without any question, unsustainable costs that make many of these things now or in the future unavailable to a large and increasingly large segment of our population. So the question to be asked here is, how long can our society, which of course includes all members of the oncology community, continue to pretend to hold up the train? More to come in our next session. And I thank you for your attention.